VeryDarkMan cannot lead a revolution in Nigeria. No, he cannot lead a revolution in Nigeria. Pay attention. Okay, listen, pay attention, Akebel, and pay attention, my people. I have seen videos of Nigerians, of someone calling out VeryDarkMan, that he has the capacity to lead revolution in Nigeria. That he can. But VeryDarkMan cannot. Not because he benefits from corruption. No. But pay attention. You see, VeryDarkMan has the capacity. He has the visibility. He has one of the loudest voices in your country. But no. Revolution do not care about capacity. It do not care about visibility. It do not care about who has the loudest voice. History have shown that revolution do not wait for popularity to move. Pay attention. You see, when you are expecting someone who is in spotlight, someone who is constantly being watched to carry out a revolution, then you don't really understand how revolution works. Revolution works with a spark, not about popularity. Revolution is not about having millions of followers or having millions of engagements and visibility. No. That engagement and visibility can spark the mind that can lead the revolution, and not necessarily the one to lead the revolution. Pay attention. Before revolution happens in the street, the minds are first revolutionized. Pay attention. You see, always study pattern. Always trace antecedent on how it was yesterday in historical terms. Then you can be able to understand before you make such statements. Pay attention. History do not wait for the loudest voices. Most times in history, when you are looking for revolution to come from Jerusalem, revolution comes from Nazareth. Pay attention. It comes from the places where no one usually expects it to come from. Let me trace antecedent for you into history so you can understand. French Revolution, 1789 to 1799. Ordinary workers, ordinary people got tired. Revolution happened. Russian Revolution, 1917. Later we start yelling names of Vladimir Lenin. But before him, it was ordinary women. Women who were complaining of bread shortage. The street sparked the revolution. And then he used his influence to energize it. Cuba Revolution, 1953 to 1959. Ordinary people. Look at Chinese Communist Revolution, 1945 to 1949. We had names of Ma Zedong. Before that revolution, most people don't know who he was. Ordinary people changing the system. Look at Tunisia Revolution, 2010, 2011. Ordinary street vendor. An ordinary street vendor. Before then, no one knew Mohamed Bouazizi. A street vendor, ordinary, sparked revolution in the country. Egyptian Revolution. Now let me bring it home for you to understand better. January 15th, 1966, what you call military coup d'etat in Nigeria, was seen as a revolution. Ordinarily, you will be expecting what happened in January 15th, 1966 in your country to be coming from people like Awolowo. But Awolowo was arrested, thrown into prison for treason. Because why? The system has always had their eyes on him, that he is a threat. But the system never knew that people like major, like look at the people that carried out that revolution, that first coup d'etat in your country. Major. It came from places that no one expected. How many people knew Major Nzogo? Or Humphrey Chukwuka? Or Adewale Ademoyega? Or Emmanuel Ifejuna? These were major. These were major. They were unknown soldiers. They were not the popular voices you had in your country. They are the ones that took it up and cleansed the entire system. Revolution do not look at popularity. So if you're expecting a big celebrity in your country, a big politician, a big voice, you are looking at the wrong way. Because your whole mindset is looking at Jerusalem. It will happen from Nazareth. That is why your country, Nigeria, you have to understand that it is a country where ethnic sentiment overrides national interest. And because ethnic sentiments override national interest, an individual cannot really lead a revolution as you think. It must come as a spark. The people must first get tired, and then revolution sparks. That is why revolution must be built on 3 African principles: Ubuntu, Uhuru, Iwebike. Collective action. No celebrity will lead the revolution for you. No politician will lead the revolution for you. Revolution comes from unknown places. Akebulan. Wisdom. Now water. Wisdom is the principal thing, Akebulan. Wisdom is the principal thing. Save yourselves. Wait for no one. They will not. They can't lead revolution. It's not about followers. Save yourself.